program Security and You on Mondays between 4:30 and 5 o'clock in the evening. Members of the public are allowed to contribute meaningfully to save you and me from the headache. Make a date with the anchor Abdul Jalil at DBC on this channel with security experts. Security and You. Hey, a must watch. Join us. You are welcome back onto another edition of Security and You on OSBC Television. Here in Osun State, as we usually have it. Today is very sacrosanct because we are having criminal theme in terms of the shakers and movers of the society. If the society is good, these my honorable guests are the ones behind it, and if we have the opposite, then they are the one to seek. And who are those you are going to learn about them, and you're going to see them, and you are going to hear statement. What they come here for today is they want to make statement with regard to the religion. Then let us have the hint of what happened over the week relating to security issue. INEC has no candidate in elections accredited to Professor Yakubu, that is INEC chairman. New Naira Ekiti joins suit against federal government. Likewise, we have another headline. New Naira police warn miscreants against vandalizing of banks' ATMs. Man lose church. Amatekun now suspect in Oshogo. Likewise, we have another headline. New Naira note. Police warn miscreants against vandalization of a bank and ATM. Then bandits kill DPU, 4 others in Niger State. Likewise, the bandits kill DPU, 4 others in Niger also. And we also have man lose church and Amatekun now suspect in Oshogo, Osun State. Another one is a father demand probe as 12-year-old Christian student died during inter-house sports. Likewise, father died while fighting driver who allegedly defiled daughter. That's some of the things that happened. And as I promised you that we are going to have people who belongs to the 3 major religion we have. If you are talking about Islam, you're talking about the traditional religion, you're talking about Christianity. These are the 3 stand on which every religion stands, that is in this particular region of the country. We have Baba Rabba Awo of Oshogolam, Chief Priest, Fayemi Elebiba Oshundagono. You are welcome, sir.
You are welcome.
Thank you, sir. Likewise, we have my pastor, that is popularly known as Majemi Mogun, Prophet Dele Ilori. Majemi Mogun, that is the popular name.
God bless you.
And
whatever belongs to you shall be given to you.
Thank you.
God
God bless you. Very good. And my Mudir, Sheikh Muhammad Bashir Olason Kamin.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you very much. Yes, we are looking at it from a religion issue. Everybody knows that the challenge before Nigeria now is the 2023 election, the national election. Then, whereby we are going to elect our leaders, starting from the presidency, from the Senate, House of Rep, governor, and some other people like that. But when election is coming, let me start from Baba. Yes, Baba. When election is coming, people always feel a sort of apprehension because of the past history and some other things like that. I want to see, do we have to be panicked?
Well, thank you very much. Previously, every week at Ile Juba, we make it a point to advise parents to advise their children to stay off problem fighting and to get involved with the campaign of political people around, so that the children, they will be free from violence. We have been advising them every week at Ile Juba. Apart from the sermon preaching to them, we also have a date set aside to make the prayer propitiation, to appeal to the Olodumare for the election to come in peace. That's what we have been making arrangements.
Thank you. Let me go to Prophet. Apprehension when election is coming. Then why the need?
Well, there are a lot of things, a lot of reasons for this. Some people know that they will not even win the election. They can't win in their work. They can't win in their house. They can't win in their local government. They can't win in their town. Talk less of going to state or federal level. They will be apprehensive. They will be afraid. Some people will go and borrow money because they want to be elected into position of authority. When they lose, they know that they have lost. So they want to get there at all costs. So some people should know what you are able to do and what you are not able to do. So if election and politics is a matter of a defined mandate, mission from heaven, not personal decision, not ambition, it is a vision. I don't see any reason for that. But if people don't see it as vision from heaven, as personal vision from as God vision, that's why they want to do. They want to take it as do or die, and they want to incite or hire talks and a lot of people to help them win at all costs. So a lot of reasons are there for this. But if you are sent by God and people to voters, they want to vote one man, one vote, and go and believe that whosoever wins, the best candidates will emerge, then there shouldn't be any reason for all this.
I want to take it from where our program stopped. Mudir, do or die, a particular person, that is when he was in government, propounded it, it has become, whether we like it or not, a law that people usually do it. And as a result of that one, apprehension comes into our politics. Then, what is the stand of Islam with apprehension when we are expecting to choose our leaders?
Well, alhamdulillah, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is the owner of all the sovereignty. Allah is the one that used to appoint leader for the mankind. If we have that in mind, there's no cause for us to have fear when we want to elect our leader. But there are some pockets of reason that used to cause oppression, used to cause fear in our environment. Why injustice from the side of the leader? Injustice from the umpire. If you believe that there will be justice for those that we have been selected to manage this affair, the person that believes that he will lose will not have cause to fear because he knows that his right will be given to him. The electorate that want to vote will not have fear because they know their vote will be counted. But when there is injustice somewhere, there will be oppression, there will be fear. That is why Allah says, Inna Allah ya'murukum bil adli wal ihsan. You see that every Friday, most our Jumat mosques, they be saying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given rule, has give order that you must be just. The leader must be just, the led must be there. Those that want to vote must vote rightly.
And the umpires.
And the umpires. That is the INEC and the others that were surrounded in terms of the security officers that will manage the affairs of the election. They should be just. They should do the right thing at the right time. If all these things is there, there won't be any fear. There won't be cause for any operation within the community because everybody will know that their right will be given to them. That's number one. Number two, the position of Islam is that when we are in a community like this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, "Taku fitnat Allah tusiban alladhina zalamu minkum khassa." You must fear a calamity. You must fear a problem that whenever it occurs, it will not be the person that caused the problem, that will bear the consequence. So those that are the electorate should know that if you cause problem, you will not be the only person that will bear the consequence. Those that want to vote for, they should know that if they were able to use their money, to use their wealth, to use their power, to convince that people should cause problems, they should know that it is not themselves and their family alone that will be their consequence. Islam says you should fear that kind of thing. That is why Islam is preaching peace at any level. Islam is preaching peace at any level. Either you want to involve in electioneering or you want to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are living with those that are not that you don't have the same faith, you must be in peace. So the election that is coming, what Islam is calling to is that the electorate, those that want to vote for, or those the empire and the empire that will be in charge of the electioneering, everybody should be just. At the same time, we should ensure that there is peace within the community. In terms of utterances, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Gone are the days that when election is coming, you'll be hearing a lot of abuse here and there. But now, what is expected of those that want to canvass for you, that tell us what you want to do. Don't abuse anybody.
Thank you very much. I want to go to Baba Rabawo. You are a lecturer in some foreign universities, and you know the culture of Nigeria and culture of some of these very places. What is the cause for alarm? Then I want you to compare the security in Nigerian election and security in some of the countries where you are lecturing.
Well, I think it's more easy and more in America. I usually go to America. Let's take the last election that they were having. We used to have a lot of violence here in Nigeria. Like each political organization used to have their talks. We used to have abuse of word, that people used to talk bad about another. Traditionally, I think political people used to have it all over.
All over the world.
The world. They used to abuse themselves. But it's not go to extent that they will start harming the neighbor. And so it can be maybe when they have their campaign or in the radio, but in the community, people are free to go to electrode, to vote, or to go by their daily bread work. No violence like that engage, talk, to kill the people, to fight. But you may hear them on TV, on radio, say, oh, President Bush said this, the other one say that. That's what is. It's more peaceful down here.
Prophet Lori, I want you to look at this angle. Some people will say now we have inculcated one habit of saying tickets, Muslim, Christian ticket, Muslim, Christian, and so on. What is the stand of Christianity regarding to politics?
Well, politics or election, the voting, electing leaders are in the Bible. And right from the Bible, God created Adam. For many years he was there until he created Eve and made Adam the leader of Eve as the husband and wife. And they were living together until the serpent came and deceived Eve. So in the Bible, in the Old Testament, prophets used to anoint kings and leaders. So in those days, there wasn't any problem. There was no problem of discrimination, because God would have spoken to the prophet that this person will be my king. Go to the family and anoint him as the king. Other people will accept, because it was then the voice of God, which I still believe now. So up to now, I still believe the voice of God will supersede all other things. So when it was time for Saul to be anointed and enthroned as king, God had already told Samuel, Prophet Samuel, that somebody will come to your place tomorrow at those times. You should anoint him as a king. So no election, no rancor, no thuggery, nothing. And when Saul was anointed, he was accepted. His anointing and enthronement, everybody then accepted it. Then when King Saul misbehaved and God rejected him, God sent the same prophet Samuel to the family of Jesse to go and anoint another person, David, the youngest son of Jesse, as king. And all other his brothers, 7 brothers, they accepted it because it was the force of God. But now, people that are vying for position from the world, local government, state, federal level, are they the will of God? Are they anointed? Are they ordained? Are they commissioned by God to go and lead us? Ambitions are making some people to go and do that. So the Bible doesn't discriminate that this and Daniel served in government, and the leaders then were not even Christian, because the Old Testament. And the king then anointed and appointed Daniel to come and serve, and he served well. No embezzlement, no corruption, no election rigging. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they also served. So Joseph served during the reign of Pharaoh, and he was anointed and ordained by God, and he served well. So the issue of discrimination, religious discrimination, a lot of things are underneath that I cannot be saying here. A lot of things are underneath. I'm a prince, I'm a prophet, yes. I'm a pastor. I was a politician before, because I've been councillor twice, supervisor councillor for works. So in my own term, the biggest town in the whole world. Okay, so from our family we have Muslim. My IKK of then was a Muslim. Anytime I was preaching in the field, he would come there. He would sit beside me, and I asked people to follow what I'm saying. So what I was saying then. So no discrimination in Okeno. As far as religion. Last year, November 6th, I was in Okeno. I conducted a crusade, 1-day prayer for Okeno prayer summit. The chief imam of Okeno was there. I gave him the microphone. He spoke well about me. And he prayed for the community, and I prayed for the community. Another bishop came from African Church, Osogoya, and preached the word of God. So there shouldn't be religious problem. But some politicians want to divide us because of their personal gain. They want to divide us. You understand what I'm saying? They want to divide us because they know that if we unite in our tongue, in our word, if they don't use don't vote for Christian, don't vote for Muslim, don't vote for this, they will not be able to gain to win the election. So they want to divide us. We should ask for the will of God. When we ask for the will of God, when we pray, I believe that Nigeria will be better. It will be okay in my own lifetime. But we should go back to God to elect leaders.
Thank you. Mudiru, I want to look at Togri and politics. Seems as if the two of them, they go in pari passu. Then how can we use religious platform to separate them?
Well, alhamdulillah, Togri and politics are not together. It is the human being that brought it together. Islam, ideally every religion, the essence of religion is to establish peace on the surface of the earth. There are 4 basic things that religion must focus. 1, you need to protect the soul of the mankind. Any religion that does not protect the soul of mankind cannot be called a religion. The same thing when we talk of the politics, that is when we talk of politics, we talk of the way of appointing a leader. When you want to appoint a leader, and the leader is now ironing talk to key people that you want to lead, what kind of leader is that? So it should be part of what people should understand, that anybody that is having the mind that want to be a leader and ironing talk, people should not be appointed. Should not be appointed, because the first thing that should be protected is the soul. It's not ready to protect it. That's the first thing. The second thing is the protection of the property. The property of the people that you are leading, you must protect it. And the same thing, that is what it does preaching. You need to protect the property. By the time the talk is operating, they will destroy the property, they will destroy the life, and the property of people that you want to lead, you ask some people to be destroying it. What kind of leader is that? That's why you will know, you will see now that there's no close relationship between politics, that is the way we appoint our leader, and the Togri, because Togri is against what we have the leader to go on. I'm coming. It's against what we have the leader to come and lead on. What brought the issue of politics in? It's injustice. The issue of Togri is injustice. When a leader did not give people what he's supposed to give to them, they will be looking for that thing in wrongful manner. They will not become a Togri. So if all these people have been given their rights in the community, we will not be able to. There's nobody on this surface that doesn't want to be a good person. If you have someone that is a Togri today and say, come, I'll be giving you this as your salary, a graduate that has a certificate, you give him good employment, you give him good living, I don't think he'll be never. So, but they were doing this because they want to be using them to be having power by all the crook means, which we don't believe in God. Allah says, Allahumma malikal mulki tutul mulka man tasha. The sovereignty of the heaven and the earth belong to Almighty God. He appoints who he wishes and dethrone who he wishes. Even if he use talk to become a leader, if God wants to destroy you, he can destroy you directly or indirectly, we've had it in this country. A leader that has been voted for, but about to swear him in, where is he? And he died. Because Allah has not ordained him to lead our community at that time. So we need to know this. If our politicians know this, they will not be hiring politics to destroy the property of those that you want to let, to kill people that you want to let, to forming trouble within the community. They will not be doing that because that is not the part of the politics that we ask you to play.
I want to go to Baba. Yes, when you talk about power, but when it comes to politics, you see that some people, they be using some okalugo, and some other terms like that to empower themselves spiritually. So that when they are going for starting from campaign, you see then that they will not be going only, they will be going with some superpower to the extent that when anything so does something, they have the gut of challenging the person. And when we want to trace it, some people will say, let us trace it to the traditional religion. I'm very sorry. Then why do people that belong to your constituency usually do all these things for them?
Traditionally, there's nothing wrong for people to seek protection against the violent. But what is wrong is when people are using a charm to attack or to fight. Take for example, there are some protection that protect people being involved in accidents and get involved in a gun shoot or machete. But when you use a protection to kill, to fight other people, that is when it gets wrong. Up to today, in those days when the Nigerian politicians, those who work for them, like thugs, they used to have this kind of medicine, charms. But nowadays, I don't think they all have. All of them are engaged in a drug. What do they call Igbo? Cocaine. That's what they are using nowadays. They don't have all these charms.
So some of them usually go to Babalawo for foment.
I don't think so. If even politicians themselves, they believe in money. They don't go traditionally to seek for all what they need. They believe money back nowadays. It's not like in olden days. So there's nothing wrong to protect yourself against the violent, against traditionally all the religion. If you are a Christian now, you might say, instead of using the charm, make the prayer, read the charm. If you are Islam, you may say, instead of using the charm, count this charm from the Quran. That is protection. That is their charm too. So traditionally, African traditional people, they use all this. Like maybe onde, maybe ring. It is for
personal protection,
not for
attack.
There's nothing wrong in it. But when you use it to attack, that is when the problem comes.
I want to go to Prophet within just a minute because we don't have much time again. Your advice to the electorate and to the umpire.
Well, my advice is to allow peace to reign. Cast your vote. If you want to stay there according to the rules of INEC, you can stay to watch. Don't be violent. Then the umpire, I want to tell you, to advise you that you should not take side. So make sure that whosoever wins, you declare the winner. And for that to be done, you should not take bribe. If somebody has taken bribe before election, either the electorate or the umpire, the election will not be free and fair.
Thank you very much. I like that condition. From Islam, what is your message to Muslims?
The message of Islam, all of us in this country, that we should allow peace to reign.
We should allow peace to reign. Then, from because we don't have much time, from Baba, traditional worshiper.
I advise you all to go and vote. Don't make violence. I advise all the participants to accept whatever outcome of the election.
Thank you very much. This is the convenient point where we are going to suspend this till another week. I hope you have listened and you have watched all the stakeholders in all the three prominent religions: Christianity, traditional religion and of course Islam, and you have heard their stand. I want to appreciate Baba Arabawu of Oshugolanchi Priest Fayemi Elebiban of Shuntagono. Thank you very much for being part of security and you. Likewise, my Mudir Sheikh Muhammad Bashir Olasokame. Thank you very much. God bless you. Very good. And my pastor, that is our prophet Dele Ilori, popularly known as Majemi Mugun. Thank you very much for being part of security and you. I'm Adebisi Abdul Adirotimi saying bye for now. Security in Bloglio is the main concern of every